here live in the streets of Nashville, where thousands of people have flooded those streets. Just a few minutes ago, we saw a long line of protesters, and as you can see behind me, they're still going.
With temperatures now reaching into the 90s every day. Yes, it is very hot. The Chattanooga Salvation Army has launched its annual Beat the Heat campaign. Benjamin Brewer is inside of Judge Don Poole's criminal courtroom this afternoon. The Tennessee Department of Transportation says about 130,000 cars pass through the split in Hamilton County every day. I'm here live just across the street from Highland Memorial Gardens, where police are investigating that double homicide. School board members wrapped up their final Skype interviews for the superintendent position. Next, they'll be bringing the finalists here to the scenic city. The chase through Marion and Hamilton counties Thursday ends with 2 arrests. Governor Bill Haslam says hundreds of new jobs are coming to Hamilton County. HomeServe is investing $5.5 million to construct a new building for its customer service operations center.
We have another caller calling in that is a white male that has a rifle wearing khaki shorts, blue shirt. Pointed it at the girlfriend.
It was here off the 300 block of Shawnee Trail where the Hamilton County Corrections Deputy Daniel Hendricks was celebrating his birthday with 2 off-duty Chattanooga police officers. According to the TBI, Hendricks suddenly became angry and then brandished a weapon.
Hendricks appears to have changed his demeanor and become enraged. He armed himself with a personal firearm and began to threaten the 2 women who were able to flee the home.
One of those officers was able to call 911, and 2 on-duty CPD officers came to the scene.
Located Hendricks, who was still armed, on the property. Witnesses reported the officers gave verbal commands for Hendricks to drop the weapon, but he apparently did not comply.
According to the TBI, Hendricks was shot at least 4 times by one of the officers. He later died at Erlanger Hospital.
We have recovered a firearm believed to be the one Hendricks used during this incident. Throughout the investigative process, we will be giving our findings over to District Attorney General Pinkston.
A resident of this Brainerd subdivision says she heard the shooting take place.
Pow, 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 like that. Yeah, it was like somebody shooting at each other. I cut all the lights off and, you know, because it was kind of scary.
Anita Franklin says she's lived in the neighborhood for 20 years and says nothing like this has ever happened before.
Real quiet neighborhood. Just like you see here now, this is where it is most all day.
Franklin says she finds it shocking that law enforcement was involved.
Crazy to me, being that, you know, it was off duty and that time of morning. When my brother told me somebody actually got killed, that's kind of nerve-wracking.
In Hamilton County, Alexandria Adams, News 12 Now.
I would love to see puppies, as I mentioned before. Puppy Appreciation Day. I wouldn't mind having a basket full of puppies on the desk right now. I think it would be very calming. I do love food myself. I just want to know what the thread count on those pillowcases are, because I'm all about the thread count. She was like, don't make me tap those little hammies. I didn't get spanked a lot when I was a kid, but I got spanked a couple times, and I definitely stopped being naughty after I got my little hammy spanked. Details on how you can snag, get this, Alicia, a free iced tea at Starbucks this summer.
Well, I was trying to figure out a good segue from cows into the forecast. I got nothing.
You want to move on? That crash involved multiple vehicles near the Battlefield Parkway exit. Investigators have not yet confirmed which police agency was involved. Joining me now are 2 artists with Painting with a Twist, Amber Harrison and Taylor Thompson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
These paintings are so wonderful, so colorful. And what's the twist, obviously? I could imagine doing this with the buffalo.
Yes.
An extra spiciness.
Yeah, yeah.
Donuts aren't just what they used to be, like just plain cake donuts. There's so many different types, and you brought some of those that you guys sell here today. And joining me now is the owner, J.C. Smith, and Alana, one of Ariel's Little Mermaid sisters. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
I guess you had to travel a long way to get here.
Yes, I did.
Yes, a lot of swimming. We're getting the chance to explore and drive the brand new 2018 Volkswagen Atlas. Let's go.
It takes about 5 years to go from the initial concept to reality, which is what we have now. We haven't had a 7-seat SUV in our program ever, so the whole vehicle is new.
For instance, the enormous amount of space inside.
When you go to the second row in most SUVs, it looks normal, but what allows you to get in and out of the third row is this tilting seat mechanism that slides forward.
And if you're tall,
You'll find out 6-footers are still comfortable in the third row.
it's ideal for anyone who loves to explore the great outdoors.
If you want to go use your kayak next weekend. You and 4 of your friends can go take their kayaks to the lake.
It doesn't hurt that it's pretty easy on the eyes, too.
Styling, it's very clean, it's very organized, it looks pleasing to the eye without being too gaudy.
But it's the technology the Atlas has that will make you want to hop behind the wheel.
So it can change to 2 gauges or a navigation display or show your radio station or lots of different information. It's all flexible. It can be anything you want it to be.
The family-size SUV offers protection for those outside of the vehicle as well.
We have a pedestrian detection system in this vehicle, so it allows to activate the brakes if it detects a pedestrian.
There are 5 trim levels to choose from, starting at $30,500. VW is challenging their competitors with a warranty that most automakers don't offer.
The Atlas and its brother, the Tiguan, are going to have a 6-year, 72,000-mile warranty available from the factory, brand new for 2018.
In Chattanooga, Alexandria Adams, News 12 Now.
In total, 59 people were arrested and 131 warrants were issued. Several of those people face a variety of charges, some with felonies.
The DA's office brought 2 witnesses to the stand. They presented evidence claiming that the West Side shop is a public nuisance.
You're familiar with the West Side shop?
Very much so.
Have you responded there on occasion when you're on shift?
More than one occasion, yes, sir.
According to the Chattanooga Police Department, they have responded to more than 200 reports of disorders, fights, narcotic violations, robberies, and shootings at the business. Police officer Kyle Moses says the Chattanooga Housing Authority has several cameras throughout College Hill courts. There are 2 right outside the shop that police use to obtain video evidence.
Numerous hand-to-hand transactions, which resulted in drug arrests, either of the seller or the buyer. I've observed gambling occurring on the premises and various criminal activity. I've even observed shootings happening.
The owner of the store was not present at the hearing, but attorney Douglas Cox did represent them in court, asking questions to each witness. Investigator Curtis Penny says the department received a tip about a fight that had occurred near the shop just last month.
We were made aware through a citizen informant that there was some online video that was pretty severe that depicted a large fight that happened at first inside the housing project, and then there was an additional fight that happened in front of the store.
General Attorney Neil Pinkston says his office has received numerous calls from community members who say they want the store reopened.
The state's fully aware that the shop does provide a service to that community. But while it does provide a useful service, it also needs to be, in our opinion, more orderly than obviously exists at that moment.
The injunction will remain in place for the convenience store. The next hearing date is set for Wednesday, May 10th. Reporting from the Hamilton County Courthouse, Alexandria Adams, News 12 Now.